Blonde Bombshell Belief. Blonde Bombshell Belief, B3. Tonight's Bombshell Belief. Well, let's go to my grandmother being in the hospital. She had her leg drained this week. We knew it was coming as much as we'd been visiting the doctors, and I myself was like going, okay, after the second time at the walk-in clinic, let's get this done, and there was a time that I even bothered our personal doctor at home, but I felt like it was needed because nobody was really listening to her complaint. And now I feel like with them draining her leg and us having the doctor for the circulatory now, I think that that's a very good step and that she's going to get better and she'll be home before we know it. If you want to send her a card, she's at Sarah Bush Lincoln Hospital here in Mattoon, Illinois, room 412. Okay, her name is Martha McDowell, by the way. They celebrated 70 years this week. Isn't that a milestone in itself of being married? Unfortunately, on their 70th anniversary was the day that she was admitted to the hospital. I know, some way to celebrate the anniversary, right? Next thing I want to talk about is my dating sites. You guys, oh my goodness. If you have a picture of yourself with another woman and you message me and you say you want to get to know me, it ain't going to happen. I don't care if she's your sister or if she's your mother. If I don't know you from Adam, what makes you think that I'm going to trust you enough to know who that chick is in that picture with you? No, it's just not going to happen. Another thing that happened was this guy messaged me and he seemed really decent, and I thought that maybe he had a really good shot at getting to know me, and that didn't happen either. So, like I said, I will say it again. I already gave my heart, and I believe that maybe I will never have the chance to really fall in love again because I have been hurt 3 times, really, that I fell for a guy and have come in second best. There was Mike, Mr. 8.5 years, who decided to choose his best friend's wife. There was Mr. Park, aka Josh, and he decided to choose a mutual friend. And the last one, which there was really never an excuse other than zero chemistry, which I disbelieve that because we spent 3 hours at a Cracker Barrel, Mr. CB. I honestly think that there was some outside pending factors in that one that influenced that decision. And I was judged unfairly, and he never even got the opportunity to know me, which is the saddest thing of all. Just saying. I've been messaged a lot by a lot of guys on there, and I've learned not to take them seriously, as some of those men on there do not take relationships seriously. And I do want an old-fashioned kind of love where I'm pursued, and yet I'm treated like a woman, and I'm treated like a lady. And they know what that means, meaning out of the blue, phone calls, texts, just to say thinking of you, that kind of thing, not something that's going to pressure me into a relationship, not something that's going to be like, oh my gosh, another text, and, I just heard from him 15 minutes ago. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Just a text maybe once a day saying, I'm thinking of you. Nothing constant to drive me insane. At least not until I feel that that kind of love exists. Now, I've only felt that kind of love really 3 times, and the third one I felt more like I was scaring him off because, I'll just be honest, I have this fear of abandonment, and I have this fear that I'm not good enough, and I have a fear that I will be left. It doesn't matter the reason, it just means I'm going to be left. And I would like to overcome that fear. But right now I've got my hands full with housework, keeping sure that Grandma is doing okay, and what are we focusing on? October is the next thing that I'm focusing on. We have Halloween coming up. I have one costume almost done. I'm missing just 2 small items, which I will get that sometime in the near future. But I'm not sure I'm going to go with that costume, even after all the effort and work I put into it, because there's this sided costume over here that I was kind of digging. And you all know that Halloween is a big thing for me because I dress up, I participate at work in our Halloween event, and then I treat the kids here on the front porch every year. And I look forward to that. And I keep praying that someday I'm blessed with children so that I get to be the mom that takes the kids around to get all the candy and check the candy for everything. And just put me in your prayers right now. This one guy messaged me last night, and I really think it was a fake ID he had on Meet Me, and he was like, "Are you always going to stay single?" And I said, you know, that's a question that only God can answer, because every time I think I have the right man, he runs. He runs from commitment. He runs from me. He runs from just a great start of a relationship. Right now I've got to work on being enough. Meaning, with it being PCOS month, I want to focus on that too. I want to, since we're in September now, I want to participate in the PCOS Lemon Challenge. I've got an application to fill out on one of the PCOS sites. I've applied for fitness and well-being to stay in tune with that. I know that there's a fitness walk, I think 2 weekends from now. It's either a walk or run, and I would love to do a walk or run to raise money and awareness for PCOS. But it doesn't seem like anybody else wants to help me, and I don't want to do it just by myself. I want us to have a bunch of people to do a walk run. I am going to do the Lemon Face Challenge, and that will be videotaped sometime tomorrow. I don't know exactly when, so stay tuned for that. I have been actively taking part of the PCOS photo challenge. I have, if it's not been posted on my Facebook, it's been on my Instagram, and you all have been able to see my PCOS awareness photos. I am so proud that I've been keeping up with that every single day. That is a challenge in itself, especially tomorrow is Sunday sunset. I've got to get a picture of a sunset. No pressure. Other than that, I have been enjoying being active and making people aware of what PCOS leads to, and hopefully we can find a cure for PCOS, not just for myself, but anyone affected, whether it be yourself as a person or your loved one or your spouse that has to tolerate you, so to speak, because moodiness is a great big thing. Just God bless those who put up with us. Stay tuned, because tomorrow I will be back on YouTube. Right now, I've got to get ready to go do a quick workout. God bless.